Hey guys, Oblivion 4777 here, coming at you with another deck duel with my good friend Chaos. Um, we both are testing. I'm testing my zombie deck, and he's testing his Six Samurai deck for his channel. He does have a channel. His channel's name is DuelingZone. It's him and his teammates. He's a really chill guy. You guys should totally check them out. I will leave a link in the description below so you guys could go and check him out and subscribe, because that's what you guys should totally do. He has been giving me pointers on how to improve the deck. I will be testing this deck more because it is a ton of fun to play, and as you guys can see, it has a lot of neat combos unless it gets stopped. And even if it does get stopped, he could kind of bring back. So here he summons Shien's Dojo, activates Shien's Dojo, and almost summons the Kazan. So he takes off the Shien's Dojo to go for the Squire, the Six Samurai, or Shien's Squire, I think. And he goes first turn Shien. So at this point, I'm all like, oh god, I don't know what I'm gonna possibly do to get over Shien. I could go Gemini Pearl, but that would require me to use the effect, and then I think that he would most likely negate it, thus destroying my zombie master. So here I activate the duality, and I ask him to see if he will negate it, and he does not negate it. So here I say, oh my god, it takes a boss to negate the duality. So so here I go, I mill the Foolish, Book of Life, and a Dark Armed. But I go for the Foolish because I want my Plague Spreader in the grave, because I could go for plays with my Plague Spreader, and thus destroying his Shien. So here I shuffle, I send the duality to the grave, and I activate the Foolish Burial. Guys, just so I can get this out there, I'm sorry, my recording software has been completely out of whack lately. I do not know what's going on with it. I guess my problem with it is that every time I try to shorten a video, to speed it up, the audio gets messed up, and the only way the audio doesn't get messed up is if I just leave it the same and record it over it. So that's why this dual video is going to be longer than expected. I could speed the video up, but it messes up the audio, and I don't think you guys would want to see a boring dual video without any audio. So yeah guys, the way I do my dual videos is that I usually record them first, and then I record my voice over it. But yeah, this is not working. Like, it only works if I leave the dual video the same. And I usually have like 30-minute duels, and I don't think you guys will stick through all of that. I want you guys to have to have a good experience. So basically here he synchros for the Barkion and goes for the Kazana. He attacks. I lose a 50k, and basically I lose. We had two games. We wanted to have a third, but my mother needed to use the computer, you guys. So here I go to set the Solemn Judgment. I'm sorry, I didn't set it. I activate the Monster Reborn. I ask if it's okay. I think the only way I could actually pull this game off to get a comeback would have to be to go for a Gemini Pearl. So I reborn his Kazan, because that's basically the only monster I could technically reborn. So I reborn his. Wow. Yeah guys, this is the thing about recording over the video. It's that it gets pretty complicated, because you don't know exactly what you did, and then you're gonna look like an idiot while you're recording. So yeah, so I go and I special summon his Kazan. Come on, me special summon it, god damn it. Yeah, okay, I go for the special summon. He says that he's waiting, so yeah. And then I think about normal summoning the master, but I'm like, I wouldn't, because just in case he torrentials, I could probably get a search out if I go with Goblin Zombie, even though he wouldn't torrential with his field like that. But just in case, weirder stuff has happened to me. So I normal summon the Goblin Zombie, and I end up overlaying. He's gonna read first, which is perfectly fine, I understand. So let me just wait until he gives the okay so I can keep on talking to you guys. By the way, I'm sorry that this real video is going to be extremely long, and I'm probably going to run out of things to talk about. So again, you guys have to forgive me for, I'm so sorry. But yeah, guys. So he. So yeah, I'm going to overlay for Gem Knight Pearl, which he ends up some warnings it, and I'm just like, oh god damn it, Jesus, like no matter what I do, he has this game. I basically sit on nothing right now. So I'm thinking about maybe cutting this video a little bit, like cutting the sighting part, maybe make it a tad bit shorter, but that's only taking off a few seconds, so there's no point. So here he ends up warning it, and I'm just like blah 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 blah. God damn it, I hate my life. So I destroy the Gem Knight, and basically I end my turn, which is basically giving up because there's absolutely nothing I could go for now. So okay, so he ends up summoning Kazuki, and then I just saw him warning because I already lost. So yeah, I asked for game 2, and he accepts. So in game 2, I opened up, how do I explain this? I kind of opened up okay. I have a lot of plays to stop his monsters, but whatever. I asked for sighting, cause I asked for sighting to see if I could side, but he doesn't end up replying to that, so I don't side like a good sport. So I just put done siding just to get the match over with quicker. So yeah, guys, so I put just done siding. I go first naturally because I think that with a 6-am player, if you go first, you have a lot more potential to stop the 6-am player's plays. So guys, okay, so you guys will see my opening hand right now. It's I want to say that it's decent for me. I really like a hand with a lot of traps, but I do like a hand with a monster that I could play. So I opened up a duality. I activate the duality. I kind of bluff and I say this hand just so I could bluff. So yeah, guys. Yeah, guys. So give me a second right now. Yeah, guys. So right here, I end up going for the zombie world, knowing that it can't stop synchro plays. So I am going for the zombie world, and I'm sorry guys, I cut this video because I didn't cut the video, I cut the audio because I had to go out. So I kind of got, sidetracked. So I'm sorry if, like, you guys will notice that I'm not into it right now. So I go for zombie world, and of course, naturally, I set all my traps. The big revolution is over, which I actually am planning on taking out for Starlight Road. Just in case, maybe siding a Starlight Road just to test it a little bit, because this deck is still in the test. So here, Chaos ends up activating Shien's Dojo, assuming that he's gonna go for. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for first turn Shien, or at least gonna try, because So he normal summons the Elder of the Six Samurais and places a counter on Shien's Dojo, and then uses that card that special summons a 6 samurai monster with the same attack. So he goes for the level 3 tuner. So he could go. I'm sorry, guys, level 2 tuner. So he could go for Shien. So he tries going for Shien, but I let him know that you guys will see right now that he ends up synchroing into Shien. And I let him know politely that he cannot synchro into Shien because he's missing the warrior type, because of Zombie World's crippling effect on the 6 Samurais players, that their level 3 warrior tuner, level 2 I'm sorry, is a zombie. So, and Shien requires 1 warrior type tuner and a 6 samurai. So basically he's just lacking a warrior type tuner. So yeah, guys, with 6 Samurais, Zombie World is a good it is a good card against it, because it could potentially block a lot of their plays. So here he notices and he gasps, and he ends up synchroing for a Catastor. So right now I feel all happy and stuff, because I don't have to deal with Shien for now, unless he like Mysticals or Heavy Storms my Zombie World. But I end up bottomlessing it because I don't want to deal with a Catastor. So I think he ends up ending his turn, and I get a duality. So I power duality and I mill the 3 cards. I get a Mizuki, a Zombie Master, and a Plague Spreader, if I do believe. No, I'm sorry guys, Foolish. So yeah, I got a Foolish, and I end up going for the Zombie Master, thinking that I can dump the Ill Blood, and then use Zombie Master's effect, or Book of Life, whichever one, to get Ill Blood back. And since his grave right now is only zombies, I can use Ill Blood and Zombie Master's guys, I'm so sorry. The Zombie Master's effect on either player's grave. So here I end up summoning the Zombie Master to poke for 18, since I cannot use his effect, since I can't special summon this turn because of Power Duality. So I end up summoning the Zombie Master, and he ends up compulsing it, which is perfectly fine because I do prefer Compulse over Bottomless, because that was my only monster in hand, and because Zombie Master has way too good of an effect to get banished. So here I'm pretty sure this turn he goes for Barkion. Yeah, he goes for Barkion, and I think that I'm all happy. I'm sitting all fine and dandy because I got a Bottomless, but then I completely forget that Bottomless is on summon, so technically the monster already touched the field, so it can use the effect. So I should have done it on his Kazan and left a 400 attacker there, but me, like an amazing player that I am, I don't do it. So he ends up negating the effect of Bottomless, and he ends up attacking for 25. So right now I'm kind of in a tough situation. I'm kind of in the same situation I was game 1. So yeah, and then he ends his turn after that. So here I end up, I draw into a heavy, and I end up summoning the Zombie Master. I end up summoning the Zombie Master. Jesus Christ, I take so long, you guys. I'm so sorry. Like I said before, I cannot speed the video up because the audio will get messed up, and I like to bring you guys the best content I could possibly bring you. So yeah, guys. So he ends up warning the Zombie Master, but thank God I have Book of Life, and I bring back my Zombie Master, and I banish his level 2 tuner because I don't want him going for a Monster Reborn and then potentially going for a play. So yeah, guys, one of the things I love about this deck is that it has really great grave control. I basically run 4, 5, 6 Reborns, including the 3 Zombie Masters, the 2 Ill Bloods, and the 2 Book of Life, plus a Monster Reborn. So yeah, this deck has great grave control. It really does rely on the grave, and unfortunately, it does get crippled by Macrocosmos or Dimensional Fissure. So here you see me go for Zombie Master's effect to special summon the Kazan, since he is a zombie. I end up overlaying for Gem Knight Pearl to get over the the 25 attack Barkion. So yeah, guys, even if he does end up destroying Barkion, Gem Knight Pearl, I wouldn't mind, because I can, if I top deck a Zombie Master and I have another monster card, I could just bring back Gem Knight Pearl with Zombie Master's effect. So this deck is very versatile, you guys. By the way, he is testing. Let me just remind you guys again that he is testing, and so am I, because we both did a lot of misplays in this, and he just doesn't want to look bad, you guys, so it's perfectly understandable. So he has a face down, and I end up attacking with the Pearl, and he pro sets Veiler. So I'm assuming that he meant to Veiler Zombie Master, but he did not respond quick enough. So guys, this is where you see the misplay. It happens to everyone. Again, guys, I cannot enforce this enough that he is just testing. So he ends up activating Xian's smoke signal, and he's viewing at his extra deck, trying to see what he could possibly come back from. So my biggest fear right now is that he goes for an Eshi, which is basically Six Samurai's Compulse. So the effect of an Eshi is basically that if you banish 2 Six Samurai monsters, you could bounce one card or one monster card on the field. So that would make me very, very sad, and I would probably rage. So my fears do come met, and he does go for the Aneshi, and he has a Kazan in the hand, so he normal summons the Aneshi and he special summons the Kazan. But here is where he tells me that he messed up, because, well, not here, guys. He ends up going for Heroic Excalibur, and I completely forget that I have Zombie World out on the field. So you know, I would have let it gone through because I forgot, but he ends up remembering like a good sport that he is, and he ends up taking it back. So you see me here opening the calculator because you guys know that I can't do math, and yeah, so I actually do the math beforehand. So yeah, he ends up misplaying and he brings back the heroic champion, and he says that he took the wrong card, so he ends up taking back Aneshi. And I'm here all happy because I mean that means no bouncing. So yeah, I'm happy right now. So he ends up taking Aneshi back to his deck, and he ends up going for the Spirit of the Six Samurai, which is basically the Union monster that if you control another Six Samurai monster, you can equip it to it, and it gains a 500 boost, which is pretty good. And if it is destroyed, you can destroy the card instead. So it's basically a Machina gear frame. So yeah. So he takes back the Kazan. He normal summons the spirit. And he special summons the Kazan. And then he equips the Kazan. I'm sorry, guys. He equips the spirit to the Kazan, making it a 26 because of Kazan's effect and plus spirit's 500 boost. So basically, we're both at 26, and I think he's gonna bump heads with me, but he ends up ending his turn. So that makes me happy because I don't have to lose a monster, and as you guys can see, I have no monsters in hand. So I draw into a Mirror Force, and that makes me extremely happy because I basically am sitting on a defense. And yeah, I end my turn, and he ends up top decking a Six Samurai monster. I think it's called Zanji. Sorry guys, it's just I'm looking at it right now through a small screen, so it's kind of complicated for me. Oh no, I'm sorry guys, he ends up going for Zanji because of that spell card. So here he ends up attacking. He ends up attacking my Gem Knight, and I gladly Mirror Force it. I was gonna Mirror Force it either way, even with Kazan. So I Mirror Force it, and he sends his spirit to the grave. And basically right now he's sitting on a 18k beater, and I have a 26. So I'm really happy. And I keep on top decking really good cards, so I'm pretty much safe no matter what he does. By this point I like to think that I have a game against a Six Samurai player because he has one card in hand and he's just top decking. So I draw the Mizuki, and I don't care what happens to the Mizuki because I could reborn anything in the grave with my Mizuki in the grave. So I'm basically fine right now. So yeah guys, right now I think that this is the end of the duel. You guys should totally check out DuelingZone's channel. I will put a link in the description below. He is a good friend of mine, and oh, and by the way, he heavy storms here, and I could have the huge revolution is over activated it, but I ended up not doing it because, like I said guys, it's late game, he doesn't have anything. So yeah, so guys, this has been Oblivion 4777 here, and this is the full potential, not the full potential, but this is part of the potential that zombies can do, and they are not dead yet. And even if they were dead, of course they will come back to life. So this is Oblivion 477, you guys. I'll be catching you guys later.